can't come back.
I'm here at the Celebrity Theater for Iron Boy 22. I'm here with Jesse Haro. Now tonight you're one-on-one. Unfortunately, you had a loss. You had a victory with Oliveira. Talk about that fight.
Well, we were a little shaky that first round when he first came out. It looked like he was a little cold. I don't know why we warmed up without planning for him in the dressing room. But he came out a little cold, and the kid was a runner. He didn't have effective movement. He was actually running, and he was a clinger. So he had that's worst of both worlds, and that's clinging and running, which made it a little difficult for my fighter. But we slowly started to figure him out and started catching him, and the inevitability was inevitable. We felt toward the middle of the second round that come the third round, that would probably be the completion of the fight, and it turned out to be so.
Yeah, and I was talking to Oliveira, and he was saying that you were telling him to throw the jab, and well, the first round he said you were trying to figure it out for him. The second round he went to the corner, he said throw that jab, and you figured him out. That man, he was a wild fighter, and I was actually talking to him after the fight, and he says, man, my expertise is actually karate. He's like, boxing's so much harder. He's like, the punches are harder, and he's like, and it was just totally different from karate, and it showed that if you're karate, if you do MMA or any other sport, and you do the sport of boxing, you got to take it seriously, and you got to learn the fundamentals.
Yeah, and that's why so many of those guys who do exercise in that sport come to us wanting to get their hands right, because the punches in boxing are so much more precise and such more deadly than they are in any other sport, and that's why a lot of times they come to us trying to fix that for themselves. And if you got that right, then your game is that much closer to where you needed to be.
Now with Shotfire in the main event, he got the disappointing loss, but he showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of the way he trained. Showed a lot in the fight. He got hit with a lot of big blows, but he was still there. Give me your take on Rashad's fight.
Well, you're right. He did get hit with some punches, but a lot of those punches were actually missing. They were either missing or he was catching them on the shoulders or on the elbows, giving that false illusion that he was actually scoring punches, and the crowd as well added to that intensity of it. And the judges, of course, are human themselves, and they could look at it and think he was actually getting hit when he wasn't. But one of the main important things that you need to have as a fighter in a particular fighting, that is growth. And I saw a lot of growth this evening with Roshan. He stayed with it, even though when there were times of adversity there where it looked like he might not be able to continue because for whatever reason it was, he took a headbutt in the second round. That kind of changed things for him a little bit. But we come back in between the rounds and we tell him what to do, and he'd go back out there and he did what he needed to do. I mean, we had a great first round, and at the second round, and it probably showed why he came out trying to headbutt my guy. He was probably a little bit discouraged or disgusted or whatever with himself, and that's why he went to that route. But we kept pushing it, and we had a great fifth round. There was a time I thought we were going to stop the kid. We fell a little short of that, and that kind of hurt us. Sixth round was also, I believe, ours. The kid had a strong 10 seconds of the sixth round. That's what they apparently looked at. It gave him that round, but I was very pleased with that first, fifth, and sixth round that we had. It was those the second and third rounds that hurt us. But like I said, we grow from there, and we move down the road from there, and we'll see what we can do.
Nevertheless, both your fighters are still winners because they came into both their fights with with great condition, with a great mentality, and it showed in the ring. They showed the type of training they're getting and the type of persons they are, because they laid it on the line, they got in the ring, they fought hard, and they showed their hard work and dedication. Now, what do you have to say, Jesse, to both to the families that came out here to support both Team Oliveira and both Team McCain today?
Well, support is always a big thing, and we had that this evening. Both McCain and Oliveira, they were out here to support. They offered us that. They gave these fighters that little extra what they needed to maybe push them a little harder into the fight. And of course, we thank them for it. I mean, that's always helpful for us. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. And I'm excited to see many more of your fighters from your gym fight here in Arizona. And I'm excited to see, the Peligroso Flaco fight and also Two Guns, because I'm sure they're going to. Two Guns is on bounce back from this loss, and I'm sure Peligroso is going to be just as peligroso as he was today. And I'm here at the Celebrity Theater here with Jesse Haro with both his fighters here for Iron Boy 22. And thank you for this interview.